What's going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. I was going to do a discussion over AEW's Forbidden Door. It will have companies as New Japan, CMLL, Stardom there for Forbidden Door. And yeah, there's a lot of things I think is interesting because I feel like Forbidden Door has been going down over the years as far as just its major impact as just a Forbidden Door show. Um, like the beginning of it, I thought was great. I thought Forbidden Door to start, there was a lot of great matches. Big superstars from New Japan was coming over to AEW to wrestle and stuff. Then it just started dwindling and dwindling a lot. I think CML had a big, showcase a bit one year for Forbidden Door, where they were mostly shown. But it's just becoming apparent that it's less and less big stars coming from New Japan, and I think that's a sad point. I know that New Japan, they are under new management and stuff now, but I don't know if that's going to affect anything when it comes to you know Forbidden Door. But they haven't been using big stars for the Forbidden Door pay per view on New Japan's side, which is definitely understandable due to recent events when it comes to different showcases you've seen where people grouped up. Um, like you know MLP and ROH's show, it mostly benefited ROH and nobody else. There was a few wrestlers coming from different companies and stuff wrestling ROH champions. Most of the fights were for ROH titles, and I didn't typically like that because that means guaranteed ROH wrestlers are going to win. I don't understand exactly why they do certain stuff like that, and it's been kind of the same way with AEW and with Forbidden Door. And it's just it doesn't look great in my opinion when it comes to the abundance of AEW stars are gonna win, and so New Japan is less likely to use their big stars in these matches where their wrestlers will lose. So they'll use the stars that's been going to AEW for a lot a lot of the time, which I think is interesting. They did promote the match with Kenny and Zack Sabre Jr. for Forbidden Door. New Japan did, but they didn't exactly promote the entire event like they usually do. Um, so here we go. So if you look at New Japan's website, they also have G1 coming up the same time. So G1 is going to be happening during the same time Forbidden Door will be going on. So again, less likely for them to use their big stars for this because they also have the G1 Climax. G1 is one of their biggest tournaments. So less likely. Now it's going to fall between June 23rd and July 2nd. So there will be time for wrestlers to leave, go to, AEW and come back. Because, as you know, Forbidden Door is on the 28th. So there's plenty of time for big wrestlers to show up. I think it will be beneficial for the big wrestlers to show up besides just like their international stars. I think their international stars kind of are guaranteed that they're going to show up. Usually that's also the case. But I'm talking about their like big actual Japanese wrestler stars. It would be nice to see more of them as far as just showing up to Forbidden Door. We know Cal Newman is the. I didn't even know Andrade is the global world heavyweight. I don't know when that happened, but I gotta definitely. That probably will get defended. I did not see that match. I definitely gotta look back and see what's going on with that. But yeah. But Cal Newman is the heavyweight champion. It'd be nice to see him at Forbidden Door. Most likely Andrade. I think that would have been a better pay per view if a main event if you had Andrade defend his title against a New Japan wrestler, him losing maybe. Uh, yeah, you have Kesta. He has the title. You have the strong women and stuff. You know, Ren, Narita, Dookie. It'd be nice because Dookie's been to Forbidden Door before. And what sucks when it comes to New Japan as well that I get mad at, they don't make it to the pay per view. There'll be the pre show. And that shit also bothers the hell out of me. Is there'll be the pre show, it'll be a whole bunch of New Japan wrestlers. And I don't think that's fair to New Japan as well. So it's always been lackluster. But seeing Yoto Ice and Oscar, I forgot what their tag team name is, but I love these two as tag teams. I've seen them several times before. I'm gonna have it written what their tag team name is. I just can't remember at the moment, but yeah, I love them as a tag team. It'd be nice to see, you know, some of these matches. You get Mystico and El Desperado. El Desperado's wrestled for Forbidden Door before. So it'd be nice to get some of these big matches with some of these bigger stars and champions that should showcase, should get titles defended. You know, it would be nice in them to go over. Some New Japan stars to go over to be on the main actual pay per view. But like last year, like I stated, it wasn't a lot of New Japan wrestlers defending their title. This would be cool to see Will Ospreay, Hinar, Great Okan defending their titles at Forbidden Door. So there's a lot of opportunity you can do when it comes to a lot of great wrestlers from New Japan. Now, when it comes to CMLL, usually CMLL, they have their certain wrestlers that show up. We know they have partnerships with some wrestlers as well, like Persephone that has both, contracts with AEW and CMLL. Mystico's been on AEW television a few times, so it's a lot of wrestlers you can use. I think for but again, it needs to feel like Forbidden Door, like more matches. We don't need a lot of this AEW wrestlers wrestling each other. We don't need a lot of that. That shouldn't be the case. This is what I'm worried about. I don't know if I can click on it, but the MJF, your team versus my team thing, I feel like it's still going to be a lot of AEW wrestlers on one side and a lot of AEWs on the other. I would like for it to be a mixed bag of CMLL and New Japan wrestlers on each side. That would be very much perfect, but we know, when it comes to Briscoe, is going to be the conglomerate, most likely. So MJF getting more CMLL, more New Japan wrestlers on his side will definitely help out a lot more. But hopefully we get some more wrestlers this year. I'm hopeful. Again, nothing has showcased. Nothing, has been on the cards right now as far as just all the matchups and stuff is happening here soon. Not too far from now, but so hopefully we do get a lot of just good matches and a lot of just things to really care about this pay-per-view. But right now, there's nothing really to care about this pay-per-view for me. I think the Kenny versus Zack Sabre Jr. match would be fantastic. That's my most, my most anticipated match is Omega and Zack Sabre Jr. It should be a very, very good match. Man. But we'll definitely see. I know Stardom. Hopefully we get more Stardom wrestlers as well. That's been the case. One of the Forbidden Doors, the women didn't even show up. They didn't even have women at all. So hopefully we get more women matches. We know Thekla will be wrestling. We just don't know who she's wrestling. It would be nice to get other female wrestlers to wrestle against Stardom wrestlers. We'll see. But it would definitely be nice. They haven't even pushed that heavily the last videos I've watched. Hopefully they did. Hopefully we'll see more pushes when it comes to Stardom wrestlers showing up in this Forbidden Door battle. But time will tell, but it just hasn't been looking great. To me, hasn't been looking great over the last few years when it comes to Forbidden Door. But hopefully there's a change. AEW has been doing a lot better when it comes to their showcases and matches and pay-per-views and stuff. So hopefully this will be another like turnaround for other pay-per-view. But we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see. High hopes though. High hopes. Fingers crossed. Everything. We'll definitely see. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you like this video, please put a like on the video. If you'd like to subscribe and hear some more of my thoughts and opinions regarding things in wrestling, please do. Thank you all so much for jumping on and giving me a try. I really do appreciate it. Also, check out my other channel, The Chipmunk 170. That one is my regular main channel, mostly reacts and stuff that's on there, but I also give other opinions and stuff regarding other things on that channel. But that one's my main channel, so please do check that out as well. Please do take care of yourselves and others. Peace, geekdom.